Hey guys, Trooper X39 here doing an honest review on set number 75910, the Porsche 918 Spyder. This set has 151 pieces, the ages are 7 to 14, and it's from the Speed Champions line from LEGO. So let's dive into this review and let's be completely honest about it, and I'll give you my honest feedback on if you should buy this set and a few other questions I'll answer along the way. So stay tuned. Okay, so let's look at the 918 Spyder itself. Now, overall, this is a great build by LEGO. I'm actually surprised about the amount of different techniques they're starting to implement, and definitely really expanding on how they're attaching certain elements. And there's also a lot of new elements in this set as well. Also, one thing is they have lots of stickers. One downfall is I wish a lot of them were printed, especially if we take a look here. We have this printed Porsche logo. If that was printed, that'd be really awesome. And here we can just take a better look at the vehicle itself. It definitely is a lot bigger. In real life, it is a very small car. We got some stickers on the front there. Those add some detail to it. I really like the wheels. They're different size and shape. Also, you have removable rims. I'll show that at a later point in the video. Then we got some more stickers on the back. Really nice flow to the overall build. I'm really ecstatic about how LEGO is doing these sets. Then we got the small clear window piece that you can pop off to put your minifigure inside. As you can see, we got a steering wheel. We got the red and the black kind of leather seat. Definitely a cool little cockpit area for your driver, and that just puts right back on there. And then we have the doors. The doors definitely look really nice. Same on both sides. We got some stickers on the back there, and overall really good build. Lots of light gray pieces, and if you wanted just to buy this set just for the parts, definitely is a good buy at $15.99, I believe it is. It's a really affordable set, and I definitely think they're going to be going up in value because it's branded with Porsche. As you can see on the box, it definitely says Porsche as their logo, so that's really cool. That's going to be an upside in the future if you have some of these in box. Also, a few other things. Like I said, there's a lot of new elements which are really awesome to get. You have these different rims for the tires. We have the version that you see on them right now. Then we have these versions. Now, the ones that are on the car itself right now are the most accurate to the real steel car itself. But overall, great build. A little too big. Now I'm going to go over some questions about the set itself before we go into the minifigures and the other little thing that we get with it. First off, I'm not going to ask the question, should I buy this? Because I think that's kind of a rhetorical question. But I'm going to ask, is this worth the money? Now, I definitely think it's worth the money. At like $15, you can't beat. You have 151 pieces. That's roughly 10 cents a piece. That's a great deal. Normally, if any set is around 10 cents a piece, if not lower, it's definitely a great buy. This has lots of useful pieces if you don't want to actually build the car. Overall, though, like I said, the car is a little bit larger than it should be, but definitely think it will look good in a LEGO city. And then, is there any good play value for the younger audience? Now, there is some good play value, obviously, because it's a car. You can, it rolls around nicely. It's actually very smooth when you roll it around. But other than like any missiles or anything like that, of course, this car is not going to have that because this is trying to be as accurate as it can to the real Porsche itself. And then, are there any noticeable features? Now, there really aren't any features to this model other than the removable cockpit. That's about all you get for features on this model. A little disappointing, but what else can you do with a car is really maybe a opening hood in a trunk, but then the car would be pretty big. And then, was it an easy build? Yes, it was. It took me roughly 15 minutes and 37 seconds. I did time that, by the way. And so that's roughly 3 to 4 seconds a piece. So that's pretty good. I'm a very fast builder, so it was a very easy build. Definitely a cool build. One thing I did not like doing was putting on all the stickers. You got roughly 15 to 20 stickers. And if just, 5 of those were printed like the Porsche logo, maybe some of the headlight pieces, we could see those in upcoming sets, and we wouldn't have to apply them and make them perfectly straight and all that, and that would save a little time and frustration for certain builders. And then, any new LEGO elements. Now, yes, there are a lot of new LEGO elements. I don't think I've seen that cockpit piece before, And then as well as we have those rims, and I think those tires are new as well. And then we have the kind of the wheel covers, as you can see right there. Those are a new piece, really awesome pieces. And then lastly, there is one piece on the back here that's brand new. It is a 2x6 plate with round corners. That we'll be seeing in a lot of mocks, I bet. And overall, great set. Let's go on to the other things that we get with it, such as the minifigure and the little stand curb thing we get. So let's go into that right now. Okay, so here we get a little flag and a little curb here with a little fence. Now, very minuscule parts on this, but one thing I do wish they did was print on that flag. This is a sticker, as you can see, and I've seen them print this piece before. I don't know why they decided to put a sticker. Of course, it's going to be cheaper to make, but it will look better printed, and I think, you know, it would just add to the set. And then just spinning it around, you know, nothing too special about it. We got some cheese slopes on there, alternating colors, but overall it does add a little bit to the set, but I don't think it's really necessary. If this wasn't in the set, I really wouldn't be too, you know, sad about it, because honestly I'd rather just get the car, and maybe if this wasn't in it, maybe it'd be $1 less, and I'd be completely fine with that. So let's go into the minifigures and wrap this honest review up. Alright, last but not least, we have the minifigure that comes with this set. Now, I think it's a great generic Lego racer or Speed Champions minifigure, driver, whatever you want to call him. I think he's cool, but I do think he could have a little bit more printing. Like there on the arms is just completely blank. I would love to see a Porsche logo on his shoulder there. That would be awesome. Or even on, you know, his torso there, it just says Motorsport. I think that's kind of bland, but I do like how they use the white hip piece kind of for the full jumpsuit, and then you have the lime green colored legs and arms, the black hands, the standard smile, and the visor. Then you do get the wrench with the pry bar on the opposite end. So that's a great addition. Definitely a basic minifigure. I do wish they had some shoulder printing or even just some leg printing with some wrinkles or something, but you do get printing on both sides of the torsos, but it's basically the same thing on both sides. But other than that, it's a great minifigure, so let's wrap up this review. So overall, I definitely think this set was well done by the LEGO group themselves. I definitely can't wait to get some more of the Speed Championship sets. And let me know in the comments down below what sets you want me to do an honest review just like this one. And let me know any feedback you have about this review, anything you liked, anything you didn't like about this review, so I can tweak it and make each one even better. So once again, thank you guys for watching. See you guys in my next video.